Welcome back to DemButlers. I am Cass.
I'm Doug.
You are the Butler Brigade. Welcome everyone to our channel. Wow, the last 24 hours.
Oh man, it's been oof.
What can you say? Maybe Father's Day needs to come
caramba.
Maybe Father's Day needs to come around more often.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. But for those of you that didn't hear yet, and you're watching this YouTube video,
Like, who are these people?
we received great status today.
Great. Absolutely great.
So, once again, we are
Come on, girl, get with it. Come on.
DemButlers.
Give it to them.
And
Give it to
we have been living in Panama City, Panama,
Yep.
since February of 2025, officially.
Mm-hmm.
We hail from Dallas, Texas area,
DFW.
and we started this immigration process as far as figuring out where we wanted to live 10 years ago. As far as we knew that when the lovely husband retired, that we didn't want to live permanently in the US of A in our latter years, or as he likes to call it, the
Final approach.
final
The fourth
approach,
quarter.
the fourth quarter. We knew this 10 years ago, and we visited numerous countries, numerous cities inside those countries to find out where we wanted to be.
Yes.
In February 2024, we landed in Panama City, Panama. And we knew in those 4 weeks of us being here,
Ay, caramba.
this was it. This was where we wanted to be. Keep in mind, there had been about a year and a half of research before we came here in February 2024. So there was a year and a half of previous research and looking up and learning everything we could learn about Panama City. Hence why we knew Panama City was the area that we wanted to be in
us.
Panama. We knew that already.
That's right.
We knew that. We then returned back. We started our paperwork process by gathering documents, getting things notarized, getting things apostilled in December of 2024.
But how did we get those papers? What papers? How did we even know to get
Yes,
papers?
we had consulted with our attorney, Marcos Jimenez.
There you go.
And
with his law firm.
With his law firm. And
That's
so December 2024, we started the gathering of documents process. We started the FBI background check process. We got all that. So we're starting the paperwork process. February 2025, we had all documents back. Everything that we needed that was important for him to start the Pensionado process, we had back. We had received notarized. We had received apostilled. We had consulted with our attorney. He had then reviewed all documents and said, time to come to Panama. So we did. We came to Panama February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, and we had our temporary visas in hand. I've kind of forgotten the exact dates, but I want to say they're about February 23rd. It was
It was in February.
It was in February.
Yeah.
From the time that Marcos Jimenez, because there's a weekend in there somewhere, by the time he took our documents to the immigration office,
Following Wednesday.
we had our temporaries in our hand in 3 days. On the third day, we had our temporaries. So we've had our temporary visa our temporary for Panama since February. So it is now June, in case you did not realize that. And you're going, girl, get to what are you trying to
give
say?
It to us,
I'm
man.
giving it to you. As of June 16th, 2025.
Today's 16?
Today's the 16th.
Okay.
We are officially Panamanian residents permanently under the Pensionado visa. We have our permanent status. In case you did not know, the permanent status is a two-part status. You receive your permanent photo, your ID, and then you go back to the big office, wherever that happens to be. I think it's off Avenue Balboa. I don't know. Wherever that one is, it's a separate office.
We'll tell y'all when we find out.
We'll tell you, and you pick up your cedula. When you get your fingerprints that day, you also pick up your cedula. Your cedula, think of it like your social security card if you're from the U.S. Think of it that way. It's not that, but that's what we're kind of used to.
It's the equivalent.
It's the equivalent.
Big words.
So you have your your permanent resident card, and then you also have your cedula. and you have them both. You can pick up your cedula typically within 2 weeks. The good thing is the hardest part is done. The hard part, getting the permanent, is complete. Finito. We are done. We are officially dual. Can't really say citizens because you're not a citizen, but we're dual residents. But we're not a resident of the U.S. We're a citizen of the U.S. So you know what I'm saying, y'all. Help me out. We're citizens of the U.S., but we are residents of Panama. As of today, June 16th.
June 16th.
That's our great news. We couldn't wait to share with you. We knew it was going to be today. Actually, it was supposed to be on Friday. And it's funny with us, it was supposed to be on Friday because that would have been the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
And the 13th for Cedric and I
is our lucky number.
It is always our lucky number.
Yeah.
We were literally supposed to go on the 13th, but the system was down at the immigration office. It was down. So no ill will on our end. It was just down. They couldn't process anything. But I laughed at Cedric because I said it would be so funny if we end up getting our permanents on the 13th. Because every time, especially Friday the 13th happens, we get good news for us. It always has been. It has been, the last 20 years of us being together. Friday the 13th is a blessed number for us. It's a lucky number for us.
We met on the 13th.
We did. It's always been a good number for us. So we laugh every time something is confirmed on the 13th, especially Friday the 13th. Mm-hmm. But DemButlers, y'all, we are official. We're no longer tourists. We're no longer temporary.
Permanent.
We're permanent.
Permanent. Yeah.
Permanent. Man. Unless it is an ill will of our own to get that removed.
Nah, man.
We will always be permanent.
Nah.
So this is it. This is forever us. So we cannot say thank you enough to not only Omar Ramsey, who is our property advisor that you've heard us say, but also Marcos Jimenez and CLP Associates. Marco Jimenez is a paralegal who happens to operate under CLP Associates. Mm-hmm. They have been with us the entire time. We have had not one hiccup. Not one. We're not saying that everything that we say is correct. What we will say is everything that Marcos or Omar advise us to do,
and Mr.
everything, and Mr. Carter, but Mr. Carter is not
illegal.
So I'm going on legal. Okay. Everything that Marcos Jimenez or Omar Ramsey has advised us to do, and we did it, it has been 100% correct. Hence why we have had no issues with applying for residency, getting banking, getting telephone numbers, getting power and utilities and cell phones, getting condos, getting furniture, anything that people say that, oh my God, I just can't believe this shouldn't be this hard. It's not. It's not. It literally is not hard if you hire your team. If it is not in your finances at this time to hire your team, this might not be the time for you to relocate.
Just build your paper up.
Because to do it yourself, to waste time
and money
on what you feel is the cheap way, but is it the cheap way if you don't receive the results that you want? At the end of the day, to me, that's costing you.
Yeah,
it's costing you. It's costing you time, or it's costing you to have to start all over again. It's costing you travel back and forth. These airline tickets ain't free. So in our personal opinion, if you cannot afford to hire the team, the attorney, the property advisor, or the real estate person, this might not be the time to do the move.
Yeah.
To do it personally on your time and you're not getting the results that you wanted. Or if you did hire someone and they're not producing the results that you want, you might have to look back at yourself and go, did I hire the right person?
Yeah.
What was it about that person that made me want to hire them? Was it the reduced rate that was appealing to me? Sometimes the reduced rate is because you're not going to get the best results.
And remember, I told y'all in a video a long time ago, small changes make big results. So if you're seeing something that ain't working for you, don't be afraid to change it. Don't go, well, I'm going to muscle through. Maybe it'll get better. If you see it ain't getting better, you're in the final quarter. You're in the final approach.
You are.
You got to do something now.
We have seen from our community, the WhatsApp chat group, as well as those that happen to follow us on our YouTube channel, the dynamics of those, the demographics of those that are wanting to now come to another country, obviously Panama, they are younger. They're younger than the demographics that have previously been coming here. Typically, people who have been relocating have been well retired, well into their retirement. Let's just go with the 70-plussers, 70-plus. We have even seen from people who've connected with us, from people who've reached out to us, and people who we've been running into while we're out and about. We're talking the average age is between 50 and 55 now. It has totally changed the demographics because people have either realized that they didn't know that veteran disability could also qualify under the Pensionado visa. They are luckily digital nomads, and they have their own, or they have their own company that they can also work here and still produce an income. But what I'm saying is they're younger. They're younger. And if you're younger and you're coming here, we're really appreciating that, because now it's not based on the fact, that things that always sit around go, every day is Saturday because you're retired. Well, he's going to have to, so that's his life. He's going to have to realize that
I speak for the retired side.
Everybody that's coming here is not necessarily retired anymore.
So let's go ahead and make a distinction on it. When I speak, I'm speaking for the retired side. And when Cass speaks, she speaks for the working person that's here.
Yes, the working person that's here. That I'm able to still work and be here because I am a dependent under his visa. I would not be able to do that
with our visa.
Our visa, yes. Mm-hmm. So I want that to be clear. I don't want people thinking I don't work for a Panamanian company. I don't have anything to do with Panamanian resources. I'm not taken from the Panamanian government in any capacity. I work for I own my own company in the U.S. and all of my clients are U.S.-based recipients. So I want that to be clear, so that's not out there that she's doing the same thing she be telling us that we can't do. No, I'm not. I don't work in Panama. I physically operate my business in Panama that is based in the U.S., if that makes any sense to anyone.
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay,
it should be.
I do. I want that to be very clear. But today was a good day. We're so glad that you all are here.
It is. It is.
And we even have more things. We're probably going to do another video. Ironically, we'll probably do a dual one later on today, because we're talking to Mike Kelly and Expat Health today. For those of you that are sitting there, you have heard us say we were going to take care of our health care once we came back on this trip. We're very fortunate that we have Blue Cross Blue Shield Federal as our private health care insurance. Although Cedric is a disabled veteran, we don't personally use VA benefits for health care. Many people do, and that is a service that Expat Health will also assist you with, is locating and getting those documents down here in Panama.
But that wouldn't cover both of us. It would only cover me.
Under the things that, the ailments that he have, what I'm trying to say,
getting compensation
that you're getting compensation for under VA. Well, we have many more health concerns than just the things that he has been proven as
you
disabled.
think I'm broke down? I'm broke down and crippled?
That wouldn't necessarily assist us in Panama. And plus, we still need, as a woman, as a man, you just still need a doctor. We have our dentist, our eye doctor, our regular healthcare provider, and this is becoming home. We've already told you that this is home. We don't always want to be that all of our healthcare appointments have to be in the U.S. We still looking in that rearview mirror, making sure that we have that. We know our doctors in the United States are good. They're fine. But we need to also make sure we have health care here in Panama. So Mike Kelly will be assisting us with that. For those of y'all that happen to have private insurance, he will assist you with getting all your documents transferred, your medical records, what hospital is good. He's an English speaker. I believe he's from the U.S., but married to a Panamanian. I really forgot his story, but it's something like that. He's from California. Yeah. So Expat Health, that is in the description in our videos if you would like to go ahead and start connecting with them as to how they can assist you with verifying your insurance, and or for those of you that happen to have Medicare as well as disability benefits from the VA. He helps with all of that. Basically anything healthcare. That's what his business is. Hence why it's called Expat Health. Anything healthcare. So we will be starting that process today and doing the things that he needs to do. Pretty much think I already know which hospital I want to be our hospital of choice, and we'll go under his recommendation for doctors that may be beneficial to us, that we're used to, that fit the requirements that we need. One of those is English speaking. And I know somebody may sit there and go, you're in a Spanish speaking country until you have an emergency and you are...
And you panic.
And you're panicked.
And you can't speak Spanish because you can't remember.
You can't remember. So we're thinking outside the box. Panama does have a wonderful advanced medical facilities all over, it is not going to be hard to make sure you have doctors that also speak English. It really is not going to be hard. It's an advanced medical facility. They even have Johns Hopkins here and other things. So that is what our news was today. We appreciate y'all being here.
It's permanent. We legal. That's the news.
You're all like on high right now, aren't you?
Hey,
I think they're probably like he's very reserved.
Yeah.
Also, it's morning.
Yeah, it's
we
early in the morning.
left at 6:40.
Quarter to 7.
About 6:45.
Yeah.
We would have been there at the office right at 7 o'clock. However, we leave early. That's that military and ADHD part of my planning mind. We left early. We were not planning to meet our attorney's liaison at the office until he even told us 7:15 to 7:20. So when we pull up at this one location, I'm looking at the guy's like, "You're here," and I'm looking around going,
like,
"That's not the immigration office."
This ain't it, man.
Don't know where Uber had directed us. I don't know, some co-living place. I don't even know because I really wasn't.
Wrong.
I don't look up in the backseat of the driver when they're driving. I don't. Some of that is just I can't. I don't want to see all them cars. So when he said you're here, I'm looking up going, this isn't it. This ain't it. So it was just 4 miles down the street, and I added it in Uber to take us there, and he took us right there, and we got there, and we met the liaison, and we were literally, but from being there to being at window 37 to going downstairs to getting our new picture taken.
We had to make our signature.
And our signature again, to getting the plastic in hand and walking back out. If it took 10 minutes, I might have added two more.
You might have added
I might have added 2 more minutes to that. If it took 10 minutes. If it took 2 minutes.
The drive over there took longer than the process.
Why building your team is so important. So what we're saying is we're a lot of reserves because it's like 8 o'clock, 8:30 in the morning right now in Panama.
And we're in a condo.
So we're not trying to wake up everybody. So we're being a little bit reserved.
Why do y'all lie?
I will let y'all know what we did see outside the Panamanian office. Would you like?
Oh, no, you go ahead.
We've done videos in regards to dress code and attire. Some have argued. Some have felt that wasn't true. As you can see, husband, we're going to be Vanna White here for a moment. He has on the long sleeve button down shirt. He did not wear his hat.
I did not.
He has on pants and he has on closed toe loafer shoes.
That's right.
I have on a dress. I also brought a wrap just in case this here was going to be too much. But I did bring a wrap, but it's a dress. It comes down to almost my ankles, and I had on white closed-in shoes. We knew this was the appropriate attire. We have said this before to many people, and we saw
don't know what y'all talking about.
a lady outside who was holding a baby. I would say a toddler, and they wouldn't let her in. She had on shorts. She had on biker shorts to begin with. Like she truly just got through jogging. She had on biker shorts and was holding a toddler. She did have an attorney there, or someone who looked like an attorney, and then there was a male figure that came up. And looked like they were trying to figure out how she was going to be able to get in. And then the attorney was like saying, she can't go in. So they tried to do...
And not only the attorney said she can security there.
The attorney had like a business jacket on. The attorney took the business jacket off and tried to wrap it around and tie it around. That security officer came right back and said, no, Cedric said he was very loud with it.
Yeah,
saying,
she's
not coming in here. So she got held up, not held up meaning held up, but held up meaning she couldn't go in.
Yeah, they were
so
barring access to the
dad and the child went in, and she was out there doing this.
Yeah, she was mad.
She was mad.
But she couldn't
go in. Cedric likes to use the word your Sunday dress, or if you wouldn't wear it around grandmama.
Right.
But we saw no one else who was dressed appropriately that had any issues. There were even other people that were getting their stuff. They had on, the men had on buttons. They didn't have to be long sleeve. No. So I will make that clear. Don't have to be long sleeve, but
put a collar on, y'all.
A button down collared shirt. Women, if you're not sure about whether jeans or skirt, I always say your go-to is a dress. Dresses are always appropriate. I mean, they just are. Dresses.
Because really, you don't want to take that trip down there expecting your stuff and you get barred from it because of your dress. When your dress code, when all you had to do was just dress conservative to go down there and do.
And I want to add that when I say dress, I don't mean freakum dress.
Oh,
Garden tee dress. This dress is almost to my ankles. Yeah. So long dress. And if you're not a dress person, then obviously pants and slacks is always going to be appropriate. Pants and slacks. I'm just going to say I wouldn't do a tank top. I would do a blouse. I mean, my sleeves
your shoulders should be out.
Yeah, your shoulders can. Yeah. Like this dress can do this. Yeah. I wouldn't have did this. I would not have did this. Hence why it is up on my shoulders. Although it can do that I wouldn't have done that. So just
thought you were about to bust out there, girl. What kind of video is
we're
this?
just giving y'all information on what we saw. She wasn't able to get in, and her child and her, I'm assuming husband, was able to go in and get their permanents today. And
well, we don't know if it was permanent or the temporary, but whatever their business was, she ain't doing it.
She was outside looking in.
And I'm simply going, just go back to your house and change clothes, come back.
Or go down the street and go at that particular point. Yeah, that's right. It was like 7:00 in the morning. There wasn't anything open. Was it anything open?
Ain't open
But
at 10 o'clock.
I don't know. Tell her. But anyway, so today's a good day, June 16th, 2025. Hope your day is going well. Ours is going great. Going wonderful.
It is.
So we will probably do another video this afternoon after we go speak with Mike Kelly and give y'all an update as to how that went. But until then, like, share. No, I got to ask a question.
It's a question.
Ask a question.
She don't got me.
For those of y'all that are watching, where are you at? Are you at the still investigating? Temporary? If you are at your temporary, how long have you had your temporary, if you don't mind sharing?
And are you in country?
And are you in country? And are you at your permanent status? We would kind of like to know the demographics of those that are watching us as well. Are you at the research stage? Are you at the temporary stage? Or do you have your permanent?
And have you got on WhatsApp yet? and just say, hey, and that kind of stuff, man, because it's growing. And those of y'all who don't know what the description is in the video, because we keep getting that question. Where's the info that y'all talking about? Oh, we don't see it. Click the title of the video. Another window opens up. It's got a description. All the stuff we talk about is in the description.
And we've said this before. Anytime I give information, if it's info, so like I have mentioned Omar Ramsey, so his contact information will be in the description. I've mentioned Marcos Jimenez. His contact information will be in the description. When we reference things, we also put that in the description because there's nothing more beneficial when you're hearing something on the video and you're like, man, it would have been great if you could have shared that. Mike Kelly is going to be in the description. Expat Health will be there. So you're going to have 3 links, 3 contacts in the description that you don't have to ask in your comments, hey, how do we reach them? It's going to already be there.
That's right.
All right?
All right.
Like, share, follow, comment.
Subscribe.
With that, we're out.
And we legal.